Greetings, my people. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I wanted to talk to you about how in the hell did we get into this place where everyone just about the negative body image. Anyway, how does that start? When did it start? I think most importantly, though, is how did it start with you? So that's what I want to really discuss. But before I do that, I remember I had this book back in the day, and basically that was about body image. And women have been augmenting their bodies for a long, long time. This goes back many hundreds of years. Probably when we came out of tribal societies. Even then there was augmentation, but not as severe as it got like through the Renaissance and the Middle Ages, the dresses, the tightening the waist, so there was this really tiny waist that was popular at one time, the dresses and all, where the breasts were pushed up and out and over, so women could barely breathe. That's where women of high society would have fainting spells because they couldn't breathe because their boobs were pushed up and out and over. So basically women and we can't forget about the men too, because they have been under pressure. That's why they do bodybuilding, because they don't feel they're enough, so they have to build their body. I wish you could see the dog right now. It's so difficult. He's standing on a footstool and I'm patting him and holding him. So it happens to men too. It's not genderless. But I think it has really come to a head now because of social media and all of that being in everybody's face. So it's been going on for a long time. I think I spoke about it in the last video, but since this will probably be a shorter video, I will run into right here. My great-grandmother weighed over 300 pounds when she was in her 90s when she passed away. Her son, my great-uncle, was the same. He was well into his 90s and was over 300 pounds when he passed away. So clearly, there is not necessarily detrimental health for large people if they are eating natural foods. Because they would have been back then. They didn't have anything different. I mean, sugar and flour definitely came in at that time, but, it's something that, oh, there he is. He's trying to get in my lap, but he can't. He's on a footstool, and I can't really hold on to him, and he is pushing. Oh, maybe he wants to be in the shot. I think that's what it is. Well, there we go. Thanks, Jackson. Whoa. I guess we have to put the footstool out of the way. That was not working. So clearly, we have been sold, and I believe that a lot of weight on a person. Okay, I'm talking copious, but that weight on a person denotes bad health, and that's not always the case. There are a lot of thin people that are not healthy. They have all kinds of musculoskeletal issues. They are on all kinds of medication. So this is a misnomer that has been sold to us, that if you have an extra 10, 20, 30 pounds, that you're not healthy. And that's not necessarily true. It depends basically what you're feeding yourself. And feeding ourselves comes in all shapes and forms. I'm not just talking about food here. What we feed ourselves as our image, how we like ourselves, what we think of ourselves. What are we feeding ourselves? other than food. That is something I think we need, that should be thought about. What are we feeding ourselves? In our minds, what are we nourishing our minds with? Are we nourishing with good thoughts? Are we giving our minds good thoughts? Are we sending our bodies good thoughts? Negative thoughts. Okay, let's take a step back. There has been this beautiful study done, and most people are well aware about the effects on the water molecules of positive intention and negative intention. Are they not? And how the shapes are beautiful shapes. And with positive intention, with negative intention, it's distorted and not even in a good sequence or a good ratio. The snowflakes, the ice crystals that form when positive and negative intent is applied on water. And water has been cleared of harmful chemicals. This has been studied with positive intent. Our bodies are 90% water. So imagine we are feeding ourselves negative intention all the time because we don't love our bodies. We do not see our bodies as a sacred vessel. And so we tend to mutilate our bodies in one way or another, whether that be by starvation, while that be overeating, while that might be even, it's cutting our bodies and having augmentative surgery for elective surgery for, what is that called? The body sculpting and all that surgery, cosmetic surgery. Thank you, there's a word. And basically, cosmetic surgery is mutilation of your body. It's just another form of mutilating your body because people think their body is not perfect as it is, and so they figure if they mutilate it, it will look perfect. Number one, it's a surgery. It's risky. People die from surgeries, infection, and all that stuff. Number two, it's an industry to get you hooked. Now, there is plastic and plastic surgery that is needed for reconstruction for some people when it is a medical necessity. But as you know, people want big butts, they want big lips, they want big breasts. The breasts are too big or they're too small. The butt's too big or it's too small. So they're always looking for this ideal that changes with society's dictations. You had, in my era, Marilyn Monroe was not a tiny woman. She was voluptuous. She had curves. And then it was the era of Twiggy, where she was basically anorexic stick figure. And so everybody aspired to that. But people are not aspiring to what is healthy for their body type. Your body type may not be 135 pounds at 5'4". That may never be your body type. Your body type, and I will take my mother for an instance, her body type may be 5'5" at 200 pounds. That may be her body type, and that may be the optimum health for her body. Just because science and all this stuff dictates that you should weigh this and this and you should weigh that does not imply health. How many skinny people have died of cancer? How many so-called perfect bodies have all kinds of health issues? We should be searching for health, not the perfect body. We already have the perfect body. We were born with perfect bodies. no matter what they look like. We were born with perfect bodies. They were perfect for us. Unless you have some kind of deformity, which even then your body's still perfect, because you learn to live and adapt with that. So our bodies are perfect as they are, as we were brought into this world. The problem is we are bombarded by society, which includes our family, that we are not perfect, that we have been sold this lie that the human body is imperfect and is not a perfect vessel for our incarnation, and that is a lie. Our bodies are perfect. We come into this world perfect as we are. And our bodies may grow to 200 pounds. Our bodies may only go to 120 pounds. But that's what's normal for us. We may have small breasts, we may have large breasts, we may have in between. We are perfect as we are. I am perfect in this moment right now. And I looked in the mirror naked this morning, people, and said, I love you. I love you, body. With all that you've been through, I love you and I trust you to figure it out. Because you will. There's so much other things that can go wrong. And I'm not going to feed her that negative stuff. Do I screw up and feed myself that negative stuff? Of course. I'm human, it happens, but I really try to think something positive, even if it's just once in a day, that I am proud about my body handling some of the horrible situations that I've had to go through. Because my mind and my body and my soul, this vessel that I am in this incarnation, is not separate. We are one unit that works together. And so what I want to leave you with is to remember that your body is this sacred vessel that you are expressing in this incarnation. And you are perfect as you are in this moment. Strive for health, not the perfect body image. Strive for health. And that health may be what society, your healthy body may be what society tells you isn't. What is right for your body is right for your body. And nobody else can tell you what is right for you, your body. You know yourself. So realize your body in this moment is the sacred vessel. It always has been and always will be that you are carrying through in this incarnations. Many blessings. Remember to be wild. Hug and kiss your pets. Do something positive thought for your body today. And I will be back soon.